disappointment, the pain, and the loss that you go through trying and struggling with fertility is such a big thing, and it's not something that I've ever run away from talking about. I've had a very, very roller coaster ride with fertility. I just have, and it has never been easy for me.
Nicole Kidman, one of Hollywood's most acclaimed actresses, has worked alongside countless stars over her decades-long career. With multiple Oscars, Golden Globes, and critically acclaimed roles, she has shared the screen with the best of the best. But behind the glamour and awards, not every collaboration was smooth. Rumors and insider accounts have hinted at tension, clashes, and creative disagreements, and now, some of those whispers are finally being explored. While fans often see the polished results on screen, the reality of Hollywood productions can be far messier. Actors are human, egos collide, and creative differences can turn collaborations into battles of patience and professionalism. Nicole, known for her dedication to craft and professionalism, reportedly has had her share of strained relationships. Some actors, it seems, failed to match her work ethic, respect for colleagues, or commitment to excellence, and those experiences left lasting impressions. From heated on-set disputes to personal clashes behind closed doors, Nicole Kidman's toughest experiences reveal a side of Hollywood rarely discussed publicly. These weren't mere disagreements. They shaped her understanding of professionalism, respect, and boundaries in an industry known for its pressures. Today, we're counting down the top 7 actors Nicole Kidman allegedly hated the most, the stars she found most difficult to work with, and whose interactions left her frustrated, astonished, or simply drained. Nicole Kidman's career spans decades, and in that time, she has collaborated with a staggering array of talent. While many co-stars have become friends or trusted collaborators, not every encounter has been positive. Some actors have clashed with her work style, her commitment to professionalism, or her high standards on set. In Hollywood, where egos and ambitions often collide, these clashes are not uncommon. For Nicole, however, they have left a lasting impression, shaping how she approaches future collaborations and maintaining her reputation for excellence. One of the recurring themes in Nicole's difficult experiences involves actors who struggle to match her dedication. On set, she is known for her meticulous preparation, attention to detail, and commitment to authenticity. Working with someone who is less focused or dismissive of the craft can lead to tension, frustration, and even public disagreement. For Nicole, such experiences were not merely minor irritations. They affected the dynamic of entire productions. A single clash could influence chemistry, performance quality, and the overall creative environment. Personality differences also played a role in some of the tensions. Nicole values professionalism, respect, and clear communication. Actors who acted unpredictably, allowed ego to dominate interactions, or disregarded boundaries often became difficult partners. These clashes were not about personal animosity alone, but about how behaviors impacted the creative process. In an industry where collaboration is essential, these differences could lead to lasting resentment. Another factor involved creative disagreements. Nicole Kidman is celebrated for her ability to deeply inhabit roles, and she often invests substantial emotional energy into her performances. When co-stars resisted direction, refused to adapt, or challenged her interpretations without constructive discussion, conflicts arose. While disagreements can be productive in some contexts, repeated or unproductive clashes created stress and frustration, leaving Nicole with negative impressions of certain colleagues. Additionally, there were instances where offset behavior influenced her perceptions. Interviews, public statements, and reports from production insiders suggest that certain actors displayed behavior Nicole found inconsiderate, arrogant, or disrespectful. These incidents, whether during rehearsals, social events, or press appearances, contributed to a growing list of actors she found difficult to work with. Ultimately, Nicole Kidman's experiences highlight a reality often overlooked in Hollywood. Talent alone does not guarantee harmonious collaboration. Personality, work ethic, and professionalism are equally critical. Her toughest relationships with co-stars were shaped by the combination of creative ambition and human complexity, demonstrating that even the most celebrated actors can have friction when values and approaches clash. Another element that contributed to Nicole Kidman's strained relationships with certain actors was their approach to professionalism or lack thereof. On sets where stakes were high and expectations even higher, every actor's behavior mattered. Nicole is renowned for her punctuality, preparation, and focus, and she often expected the same from those around her. Actors who were chronically late, unprepared, or dismissive of direction challenged the harmony of the production. These inconsistencies created tension not just between her and those individuals, but across the entire cast and crew, amplifying her frustration. Personality clashes were another frequent source of difficulty. Nicole values thoughtful collaboration, respect, and humility. When co-stars exhibited arrogance, self-centeredness, or attempts to dominate scenes, friction was almost inevitable. Even a minor pattern of dismissiveness could grow into a more significant issue when compounded over the long hours typical of filming schedules. These repeated interactions, according to insiders, left Nicole wary of future collaborations and contributed to a sense of professional distance from certain colleagues. Creative differences further complicated her experiences. Nicole's craft is rooted in deep immersion and emotional authenticity. When co-stars were unwilling or unable to meet her at the same level of engagement, conflicts emerged. Some resisted rehearsals, improvised in ways that disrupted continuity, or challenged her interpretations without constructive dialogue. While artistic debate can sometimes strengthen a performance, persistent clashes often led to exasperation and resentment. The resulting environment for someone as meticulous as Nicole could feel stifling and unproductive. Additionally, offset behavior played a significant role in shaping Nicole's impressions. Interviews, anecdotes, and reports from production insiders suggest that some actors behaved in ways she found inconsiderate or arrogant. Whether during promotional events, casual gatherings, or informal discussions on set, these behaviors influenced how she perceived her colleagues. While public personas often mask these issues, those who failed to demonstrate respect behind the scenes inevitably made it onto her mental list of the most difficult to work with. Ultimately, these experiences underscore a crucial aspect of Hollywood collaboration. Talent alone is insufficient. Working effectively in a high-pressure environment requires discipline, respect, and shared commitment. Nicole Kidman's negative experiences reflect the challenges of balancing artistic ambition with human complexity, highlighting the actors whose behaviors clashed most significantly with her values and approach. These tensions, while perhaps invisible to the public, played a pivotal role in shaping her professional relationships and her perspectives on trust, collaboration, and mutual respect in the entertainment industry. In addition to professionalism and personality differences, chemistry, or the lack of it, was another key factor in Nicole Kidman's difficult experiences with certain actors. On-screen chemistry is essential in creating believable performances, and when it was absent, the strain often carried over behind the scenes. Nicole, a consummate professional, noticed when co-stars struggled to connect or when ego interfered with collaboration. These dynamics could turn an otherwise smooth production into a tense environment, leaving lasting impressions that influenced her future work choices. Creative incompatibility was equally critical. Nicole's dedication to her craft meant that she sought co-stars who shared her commitment to emotional depth and authenticity. Actors who failed to invest in the roles relied too heavily on improvisation without awareness, or resisted direction could frustrate her profoundly. While occasional disagreements are normal in filmmaking, repeated conflicts around artistic choices or work ethic highlighted irreconcilable differences. Over time, these experiences accumulated, and certain actors became associated in her mind with unprofessionalism, ego clashes, or simply a lack of respect for the process. Furthermore, there were incidents of on-set tension that became legendary among insiders. Reports from crew members and collaborators suggest that some actors made comments, engaged in behavior, or demonstrated attitudes that Nicole found offensive or disruptive. Whether it was dismissive remarks, competition for attention, or undermining her authority during collaborative scenes, these interactions contributed to strained relationships. Even actors who were talented and celebrated could fall into this category if their behavior conflicted with Nicole's values. Public perception often overlooks the complexity of these professional dynamics. Fans might assume that working with high-profile actors is glamorous or easy, But Nicole's experiences reveal a more nuanced reality. Maintaining focus, managing energy, and navigating interpersonal challenges are part of the job. And when colleagues fail to meet these expectations, friction arises. For someone who holds herself to consistently high standards, the frustration can be amplified. These experiences were not about personal vendettas. They were about maintaining integrity, quality, and respect on set. Ultimately, the combination of personality clashes, creative differences, and lack of chemistry helped shape Nicole Kidman's list of the actors she reportedly disliked the most. These experiences highlight the human side of filmmaking, showing that even among the world's most talented actors, tension and conflict are inevitable. Nicole's candidness about these dynamics provides a rare glimpse into the realities of Hollywood collaboration, revealing that behind the glitz, it is commitment, professionalism, and mutual respect that determine whether working relationships succeed or falter. Finally, Nicole Kidman's most challenging collaborations also reveal a broader lesson about boundaries and self-respect in Hollywood. While the public often views actors as collaborators first and people second, Nicole has shown that maintaining standards is crucial for both professional success and personal well-being. Her toughest experiences with co-stars demonstrate that skill and talent do not excuse poor behavior, and that respecting one another is essential in a high-pressure environment where creativity depends on trust and cooperation. Many of these difficult interactions also underscore the importance of communication. Misunderstandings or unspoken expectations can escalate tension, particularly on film sets where schedules are tight and stakes are high. Nicole, known for her professionalism and clarity, reportedly attempted to navigate these situations diplomatically, but some actors' attitudes left little room for compromise. These repeated encounters contributed to her perception of certain colleagues as incompatible or difficult, solidifying her list of the actors she disliked most. Moreover, these experiences highlight how personal values influence professional relationships. Nicole's standards for collaboration extend beyond mere talent or box office appeal. She prioritizes respect, accountability, and shared commitment, expecting the same level of dedication from those around her. When actors fell short in any of these areas, whether through arrogance, lack of preparation, or disregard for others, the resulting friction was not just frustrating but damaging to the creative process. Over time, these experiences built a clear picture of which actors she could trust and work with comfortably, and which ones she preferred to avoid. It's also important to recognize the long-term impact of these dynamics. Negative experiences with co-stars influenced the choices Nicole made later in her career, from the projects she accepted to the collaborators she sought out. While she has worked with countless talented individuals, her most challenging relationships shaped her professional boundaries, her approach to collaboration, and her understanding of how personality, temperament, and dedication affect the success of a project. In conclusion, the top 7 actors Nicole Kidman reportedly hated the most are more than just names on a list. They represent a deeper story about professionalism, chemistry, and personal standards in Hollywood. Through these experiences, Nicole demonstrated the importance of self-respect, clear communication, and discerning collaboration. Her candid reflections provide fans with a rare insight into the realities behind the cameras, revealing that even the most celebrated actors must navigate personality clashes, creative differences, and professional challenges. These stories remind us that talent alone is never enough. Respect, dedication, and alignment of values are what truly make for successful and enjoyable collaborations in the world of entertainment.